How y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? It's September, what a month to remember. So it's a good day. Second day of September. Man, the year just seems like it's flying on by. It's just been flying on by, you know? It's crazy. I don't know. Hmm. My question for today is, what's a good question? Well, actually, I know my question. Let me not say that. Because there's a bunch of questions I think about on a daily. What was a time in your life where it just felt like things were going in your favor, where it felt like you just had moment like win after win after win. It just felt great. It just felt great. It was just like, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had too many. I've had a few, and then the rest were just like, you know, it's just this. So one was, when I graduated. I mean, when I graduated from high school, again, that was one, but like maybe 3 or 4 months prior to that, around my birthday, it was just like my grandfather passed. So I was like, throughout that time between then and then, I was like, I wish he would have been there to see me walk the stage. That would have been beautiful. But I did have moments where it was just great. The last few months then leading up to that, and then during the summertime. During the summertime, I felt more with the people that actually cared about me and that I actually cared about. I enjoyed that more. And then I went off to SMC after that. And I felt like I finally moved up to East Side. Even though it was technically the West Side, but I lived on the West Side. I've lived on the West Side for the longest, so technically I moved a little north for me, or I went a little north than me. But it was that, because most of it was just like trauma, drama, and just dealing with stuff after stuff after stuff. And then even after that, up to maybe sometime after that. But there was that time, and then also back in 2018, the summer of 2018, it was just like I had some experiences where it was just, I felt like I was in the best time of my life. Between like the end of spring 2018 and about Halloween 2018, I felt like for most of 2018, I felt like that was my year right there. I felt like because I know people don't like to make a big deal about losing their V card or whatever like that, but that was around the time that it happened for me. And then during the summer, it just kept happening, and then um and then I was just spending time with my friends all the time. We were going mini golfing, we were going to the movies, we were there was a movie called Tag, and I was just like, man, let's do that, let's recreate that. And we was just like, and we were listening to like LMA songs, and it was just, to be honest, I haven't had moments like that. I've had very few moments like that until I went off to college, to be honest. And that was like ending of my second year in college. So I haven't had too many moments like what the question that I just described. I haven't had too many moments like that, except for around the time I graduated high school, and then for the midpoint of 2018. So between, where is it, like ending of May till, I guess, November 2018. So that not even 6 months, more like 5.5 months. That point is where I felt like that. In that time, I felt like I couldn't do any wrong. I felt like I was just winning and winning and winning. But other than that, I haven't had too many myself. I'm sure you guys have in the comments. Just let me know. And I didn't want to make it like that, but that's just how life goes. Some people don't have like those times. Some people have a hard time finding, like, remembering the time where they felt like they won there every time, or where they felt like they were just, some people, it's hard to find that. But for some people, they naturally just remember that time. Like, obviously 2018 is the first thing that came to mind, because I was spending time with my friends who I consider my brothers. Like, this long time. At that point, we were just hanging out all the time. Even when school was done, we were hanging out. We were having fun. We were going to movies. We were golfing. We would go bowling. We would, go swim. We would go to the beach. We would have chill days. We were just vibing, just having a good time. And it was just like, I like going back to moments like that, because those are the times that I remember in my mind where everything just seemed like it was good. Everything was good. We had good times. And it's hard to remember times after that. But after that and before that, I mean, I've had some moments after that, but, that time, it was just like, I wish this would never end. Yeah, and then other things happened towards the end of that too, that I was just like, man. exact noise right there. That exact noise. And, but you can't always have good moments. Sometimes you have good moments. Sometimes you have bad moments. Sometimes you have moments that are just, it's just, but you live life, you learn, you figure things out. You figure out how to manage life so that it doesn't feel down all the time. So you feel good, and then sometimes you feel bad. That's life. That is life. Yeah. So the question I asked again was, can you recall, or can you go back to a moment in time, or go back to a moment where you felt like you couldn't lose? You felt like every moment, like everything was just going your way. You felt like it was the best time in your life. It was just great. So that's the question. So let me know in the comments. I'm going to be reading your comments, and I'm going to be, responding if you, if it's hard for you to figure it out, then, you're not alone. You are not alone. So some people don't even have moments like that. But you could always find a light in the darkness. You could always find a silver lining. You could always find a ray of light in a cave. If that makes sense to you. But let me know. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Peace.